Okay, good afternoon, class. So today we're looking at the cycle test you guys have just written. So your grade 11, cycle test 1, and this is of this year of 2024, and it's of our school. Alright, let's go. The paper was out of 50 marks. The question paper and memo can be found in the description box below. People, the first proof was worth 5 marks. The link to the proof can be found in the description box below as well. Right, then it takes you to question 1.2. So the question says, O is the center of the circle. AC is equal to 8 centimeters. Okay, make sure it's on. Right, so AC is 8 centimeters. People, if AC is 8 centimeters, then BC, of course, is going to be, since that is 90, it's going to be 4, and that's going to be 4. Why? Perpendicular from center to chord by 6 the chord. Then we are told that OB is 3, and then OB is perpendicular. So if those lines are perpendicular, we know that two angles are, or two lengths are equal. Yes, my God. Okay. So you just want my attention to tell me it's fine. Something wrong with you? What did I just say about 1.1 now? Am I moving too fast for you? I said the link to this proof can be found in the description box below. I'll move a bit slower for you, no? Right. Right, so let's do 1.2.1 first. The question says, what's the length of AB? The length of AB, I said, is 4y. AB, which is also equal to BC, no? Y. Perpendicular from center to chord by 6 the chord. Okay. 1.2.2. The question says calculate OC. So you look at OC. OC is that length there, not so. So I'm going to use Pythagoras. So OC squared is equal to 3 squared plus 4 squared. Why? Pythagoras with angle OBC or CBO equals 90. You can't just say angle B. Okay? You must specify which angle you are in. You're talking about. So that gives you 9 plus 16, which is of course 25. The square root of 25 is 5 centimeters, or 5 centimeters. Okay. You'll have to write this down. The question paper and memo can be found in the description box below. Okay. People, the question says fill in the missing word. The angle which in arc at the center subtend. So we are told that an angle which an arc of a circle subtends at the center, an arc subtends at the center of the circle is, this angle is twice the angle subtended at the circumference of the circle, or 2 times, no? Or double. Alright, so let's go to the next question. So that's supposed to be a dot there, no? Now we are told for 4 marks, solve for x and y. People, we know that x is double y, or x is equal to 2y, no? Angle center. But we first need to solve for x. But with that, we need to work out x by using the sum of triangles here. We don't have this angle here, but we know that angle is 70. Why is it angle 70? Because angles opposite equal sides. So can I just go in and say sum of triangles? No. We must first say that OPQ is equal to 70 degrees. Why? Angles opposite equal sides. And we must say it's a radius. Sorry? Now we can go sum of triangles, not so. So x plus 2 times 70 is equal to 180. Why? Sum of triangles. It is triangle POQ. So x is equal to 180 minus 140, which is 40 degrees. Okay. Now we go. Angle at center is twice angle at circumference. So now y, or 2y is equal to 40. Y, angle at center equals 2 times angle at circumference. So y works out to be 20 degrees. 3 marks on x and 2 marks on y, which gives you no. 2. Okay. Do question 3. Okay, so when I said this question, I didn't think of when something is undefined and when it is non-real, because some is overlapping here. But I was very lenient on this because the mistake was from my side. Okay, so very leniently I marked this question. Okay, so hopefully in the next exam I won't make that mistake. Okay, but importantly the question says where is p, which is equal to 2x plus 5 into the root of x minus 7 over x minus 5. Where is p equal to 0? When is this equal to 0? When the numerator is equal to 0. Okay, so in other words, is where 2x plus 5 times x minus 7 is equal to 0. So set each one equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 5 over 2, or the root of x minus 7 is equal to 0 square both sides. So x is equal to minus 7. So x is equal to 7. Okay. Then in 3.1.2, the question says where is this imaginary? When will this be imaginary? Is where under the root is negative. So in other words, is where x minus 7 is less than 0. So x has to be less than 7. Okay. It's imaginary. If the question had to be undefined, now this was not the question. Where is undefined? Where would that be undefined? Is where the denominator, which is x minus 5, is equal to 0. So x is equal to 5. And this is where this actually comes in, because it wasn't used here, so I didn't necessarily pick it up here. Okay, and that one as well. But as I said, I marked it very leniently. If you add this, I gave you your full marks. Okay. Let's look at the next question. 3.2. Simplify fully without use of a calculator. People 12 came with it as 2 squared times 3. So it's going to be 2 squared times 3 raised to the x plus 2 times. 9 came with it as 3 squared raised to x minus 1 over. 4 came with it as 2 squared raised to x plus 1. 27 is 3 cubed raised to the x minus 1. So what do we do now? We multiply our exponents, not so. So it's 2 times x is 2x of course, 2 times 2 is 4, times 3, x plus 2 times. Multiply this exponents, it's 3, 2 times x is 2x minus 2, all over. Multiply that in, gives me 2 to the 2x plus 2, times 3 to the 3x minus 3. Alright, more than one person wrote minus 1. So watch out for that, okay? So what do we do? If we multiply and bases are the same, we add exponents. When we divide, we subtract. Good. So we've got 2x plus 4, minus 2x minus 2 times. Times what? 3 to the x plus 2, plus 2x minus 2, minus 3x plus 3. So we get 2x minus 2x is 0, 4 minus 2 is 2, times 3. 2x plus 2x, 3x minus 3x is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0, which gives me an answer of 3. What is 2 squared? 4, times 27, which is 108. Okay. 4 good marks there. Easy. Let's look at the next one. In this question we ask ourselves, what is the largest perfect square divisible by 27? 9. So it's 9 by 3 minus. For 48? 16 times 3. Yeah, this is all over. Now this here is the conjugate pair. So I can multiply the first and the last, which gives me 16 minus 5. Square root of 9 is 3 times 3 is 9. 9 root 3 minus. Square root of 16 is 4 root 3. And this all over 11. 9 root 3 minus 4 root 3? 5 root 3 over 11. Couldn't believe that was so easy. I could have given one of the marks to this question. The idea here is to isolate the x first, so we take that over the equal sign, gives you negative 16x to the negative 3 over 2 can be equals negative 2. So what do I do now? Divide by negative 16 both sides, which then gives me x to the negative 3 over 2 equals 8. Not so. However, 8 can be written as 2 cubed. So what I do is I raise this to its reciprocal exponent, which is negative 2 over 3. Some later, 2 over 3. Watch out for that. Negative 2 over 3 as well. So that gives us x is equal to 2. Multiply the exponents, negative 2.
So that is 1 over 8.
Oh, 1 over 8. Okay. Makes more sense. So that's going to be 1 over. Not so. So what happens? This must now come up. Not so. So it's going to be x is equal to 2 squared, which is 4. Now it makes more sense. Thank you. Sorry about that. I wouldn't have gotten our full marks. You see? Right. People, the next one. So we got 2 to the x plus 3 minus 2 to the x minus 1 is equal to 15 over 16. So what do I do first? Break up so that I can factorize. Right, so what is common? 2 to the x. What are we left with? 2 cubed minus 2 to the minus 1 equals 15 over 16. So 2 cubed is 8. Minus half is 7 and a half. So 7 and a half times 2 to the x is equal to 15 over 16. How do we get 2 to the x on its own? Divide by 7 and a half both sides. Alright, so 2 to the x is equal to, and of course we have to in the calculator, so it's 15 over 16. Must be divided by 7 and a half. Gives me an answer of 1 over 8. People, 1 over 8 can be written as what? 2 to the minus 3, not so? 2 to the 3. So 2 to the x is equal to 2 to the negative 3. Therefore, x is equal to negative 3. Okay. Any confusion here? No? Nothing that I haven't taught you yet, no? Right, so what's the first thing we need to do here? Isolate the root. Get the root on its own. So we take that 2 over the equal sign becomes the root of 2 minus 7x is equal to x minus 2. So what do I do now? Square both sides. Rid the bracket, the sum of the root there. So it's 2 minus 7x is equal to binomial square. People, if you don't know how to do this, don't keep yourself brave. Write it out twice, you multiply them. Okay, I know how to do it. I'm going to do it now. First term squared gives you x squared. That times 2 gives you negative 4x. Last term squared is positive. People, we take everything to one side, the equal sign. So 0 is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 2 plus 7x. Which gives me 2x squared plus 5x. No, plus 3x. Plus 2. For simple trinomial there, so it's x and x, 2 and 1. Both plus. So x is equal to negative 1 and, or x is equal to negative 2. People, we need to check. So if you put negative 1 in here, this is your check. You don't have to write this down. So you go the square root of 2 minus 7 by minus 1 plus 2. That's going to give you 7, 9. So the square root of 9 is 3, which gives me 5. So this side is 5. And what is x? Minus 1. Does this one work? No. So no solution on that one. Let's check the other one. So wherever I say x, I put a minus 2, always equal to the original function. So it's 2 minus 7 minus 2 plus 2. And x is now minus 2. If this comes to be minus 2, the job is done. No? That's correct. If it's not, then we'll see now. 7 times 2 is 14. Plus 2 is 16. The square root of 16? 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. Is the 6 the same as negative 2? No. So this sum actually has no solution. Okay, there's no value for x that will satisfy that equation. People, let's look at the next one. 2 3.4. We are given 2 to the p plus 1 plus 2 to the p equals 3 to the q plus 2 minus 3q, where p and q are integers. Determine the sum of p and q, or determine p plus q. So what we do first is, as we know what we always do, we break up and factorize that. So it's 2 to the p times 2 to the 1 plus 2 to the p equals, break that up, will be 3 to the q times 3 squared minus 3 to the q. People, what is common here? 2 to the p. What am I left with? 2 to the 1 plus 1 equals 3 to the q is common. I'm then left with 3 squared minus 1. This of course gives me 3, correct? 2p times 3 is equal to, which is 3 to the 1. 3 to the q times 8. 3 squared is 9 minus 1 is 8. People, 8 can be written as 2 to the 3. But what we notice now, when bases are the same, exponents are equal. So therefore p is equal to 3. What about q? When bases are the same, exponents are equal. Therefore q is equal to 1. But what was the question? P plus q. P plus q. So that's going to be 3 plus 1, which is right. My favorite, completing the square. Write the given trinomial in the form of a into x plus p squared plus q. So what do we do first? Take out 3 as a common factor. Left with x squared minus 2 over 3x plus 2. So you ask yourselves, okay? What must be added to x squared minus 3 over 2x plus something to complete the square with? Minus the same number plus 2. And what is the number? 2 over 3 times 2 is a third square, which is 1 over 9. Perfect square trinomial. So it's 3 into x minus a third square is 18 minus 1 is 17 over 9. You all agree with that? So what do I do now? So multiply that through. So I get 3 into x minus a third square plus 17 over 3. Okay, any confusion there? No? Determine the maximum or minimum value. Does this graph have a maximum or minimum value? It has to be minimum. Why? Because it's positive here. That's so. So it has a minimum value of 17 over 3. Then the next question says, give the value for x for which the expression is a minimum or maximum. At which value does x occur for it to be a maximum? X is equal to, a minimum. X is equal to is the additive inverse of that. Not so. The next question, the width of a rectangle is x. So we got a rectangle here. Okay. What can I? The width of the rectangle is x and the length is 2x, 20 minus x. Calculate the dimensions if the area is a maximum. How do you calculate the area? Length times breadth. So what's the length? 20 minus x times the breadth, which is x. Multiply to get rid of the bracket. So it's negative x squared plus 20x. So what I'm going to do with that? We're going to complete the square. Not so. So what do we need to do first? Negative out is a common factor, left with x squared minus 20x. Not so. We ask ourselves, okay, what must be added to x squared minus 20x to complete the square with? It's going to be b times half all squared. So what is 20 times half? 10, and 10 squared is 100. So that will be simply negative into x minus 10 squared minus 100. Get rid of the negative, so it's negative into x minus 10 squared plus 100. Have you answered the question? They want the dimensions, so the length and the breadth. What's the breadth? Well, the width is x, so it's 10. That's your x value, no? And the length is going to be 20 minus 10, which is 10. It didn't say units, so it just say units. If it says centimeters, centimeters, and so on. Alright, any confusion there? The bonus question, people, is a rule that says you've got the mth root of a to the n. That will simply be a to the n over m. So you apply that rule here. It's going to be a 144x to the 6 divided by 2. So it's a 72x for 2x. Okay. Any problems here with the paper so far? No. Okay. If you have any issues, my adding is in the right. You can bring it to me now. Yes, right.
Why is it 6 not 3?
Because you're just dividing the exponent. As you can see here, whatever the exponent is, you just divide it by the root. So if the sum was 144x6 over 2, why you want to make that 3? You understand? It's only these numbers here that we're normally going to simplify. So the same thing applies there. Okay. Anything else? Right.